Good afternoon, everybody. First, going to be having the early numbers here before the what happened in Washington over here. But anyway, about 7,000 cases yesterday out of 109,000 tests. The virus has gone up. The new cases have gone up. That seems to be bad news. But as we see, the daily positive test rate has actually dropped the last couple of days. It was like 5 or 6% the last couple of days. The previous days was like 8 or 9%. I think for the New Year's here. I think that's what that's the latest numbers here. About we're going up to like 900 deaths. My thoughts and prayers to the people who are passed away here. We're going to have my remarks on last Wednesday. What happened in Washington, D.C.? That's not America. That's the thing I see in a tyrant nation. Or this is just not America. We're going to talk about the United States. We're a republic democracy. We believe in peace. We believe in freedom. We also believe in the freedom of religion. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press. And freedom of speech means you can do, okay, the voting count was flawed, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's okay to protest this way. But it's not but they don't have rights to storm Congress. Anybody who engages in this, or like, a mastermind, or, the Gages who did the act on Wednesday, justice will be done to those who breached the Capitol, and all they did was delay it. But we have to say that the Democratic movement has prevailed. We know that Biden has got we congratulate Congress for getting the job done despite this turbulence. And those who breached the Capitol, they will be prosecuted severely. My remarks on Trump, even before this happened, Trump was the worst president of the United States history, even before this. But to even have Trump doing this, it's just beyond unbelievable. We're going to hope that this never happens again. And the thing is, the United States believes in a peaceful. We believe in peace. We don't believe in violence like that. We're making sure that this doesn't happen again. Congress has invoked the 25th Amendment, removing Trump out of office. But all I have to say is what happened Wednesday. That's not America. That's what happens. I mean, if Trump had done this over here, I mean, that's an act of a tyrant. And we want to be able to work together to increase our defense system and our security to making sure this never happens again. And whatever happens, the Capitol building belongs to America, not to a king. We Americans have appointed, for every 2 years, we are legislative people in the House and the Senate. We put together to vote for Congress, House and the Senate. We have 50 states. Each state involves 2 senators. And the number of representatives based on the population census depends on how many seats we get in the House. Massachusetts has 9 seats. Every seat has a variance number about this one. And each electoral college votes for the Trump or Biden. That was basically what's happening. That was just part of the voting process to get into the new term in office. I mean, that's how it works. We are right now transitioning to power, and I mean, this is the United States. They were doing the work that Americans have voted for in the office. But those, I don't know what they're called, I don't know what they are, who has Trump supporter signs or whatever it is, storming the Capitol building to try to disrupt this process. That's sick. We're going to be hoping that we can be able to provide a security better, so the next couple of weeks will be smooth, and we'll be able to providing us and to be able to move into the new terms of the U.S. But we're peaceful people. We have freedom of religion. We recognize that every religion, whether it's an Islam, Jewish, or Catholic, they may have different ways of believing and praying, but the outcome is the same. Islam is peace. They pray God as Allah. We pray God like that, but we also pray the God is one God, and the other one is one God here. But although Islam prays differently than Catholics do, Catholics kneel, well, Islam bows and then puts a salat prayer. But the ending is the same thing. I feel that, Pope Francis visiting a mosque demonstrates that, we should, stop we should stop, the images of Islam as violence. They're not violent here. I mean, there are Catholics that, and like, the same thing as Catholics go out and torch, the fact of, Catholics torching a mosque, that's wrong. That's not Catholic. That's radicalism. And yeah, I'm Catholic, but the Islams, they're welcome to build a mosque right next to the church. I mean, we believe and we should live side by side with Muslims, just as we live side by side with Jewish people. All religions come down to peace. If we live side by side, it just makes a pretty good difference here. We believe in religion. And this is, how freedom of religion, brings peace together. But but I just have to say the end note is that the Wednesdays Act was completely wrong. We hope that we can be able to provide the measures, recognizes that although we believe in free speech, torching up and wrecking up a Capitol building and disrupting of this process and torching it up, that's wrong. But I say, for every, average American here, continue your life, social distance, of course, here. But, go to a restaurant tonight. The defense people will make sure that that all the state and federal houses or buildings, whether it's a state house, Capitol, or White House, is safe. And that the transmission will be going smoothly. And hopefully the 2024 to 2025 elections will be going very smoothly, and we'll be making sure that does happen. Okay, anyway, back to the virus. As we see, there's a couple of new strains of the virus that's been going on. But what you have to say is we want to make sure that the flu vaccine will work. The virus will mute. What I have to say is the more cases, the more transmissions, the more the opportunity the virus has been mutated. And we got to speed up the vaccine. We got to vaccinate everyone as fast as possible. Hopefully we can go to the general public by March and get herd immunity soon as possible. Well, the vaccines will work on the UK and the South African variant. It could be just a matter of time before the virus mutates around the vaccine. So we have to vaccinate every people. We got to get these vaccine people, not just in our pharmacies and stuff like that. We got to get them we got to get all these vaccines to the arm of the people as fast as possible. Because the virus mutates more, the more cases we have. And it's just a matter of time before the virus mutates to develop vaccine resistance. So, in the meantime, we're just telling everyone mask wearing, social distance, and yeah, the 25% capacity is right now for another 2 weeks. Valentine's coming up. We have a religion. We're going to have to address the houses of worship here. We know Ramadan's coming up, so we hope that people go to a mosque and do their services safely. We like to keep those religious people open, religious house of worships open, because this year, I think February, March, April, it's very a busy time for the houses of worship because we got Lent and Easter, we got Passover, we got Ramadan, and I mean it really does have a, it really does, and a further one over here, it really does have a further things that they do have a similar stuff, like Lent is the Catholic, while Passover is the Jewish, while Ramadan is the Islam. I mean, we fast, Islamic people fast, Jewish people fast, too. So, yeah, it's pretty much the same things here. But all I can say is going to a mosque, making sure that worshipers bring their own prayer mats, practice hygiene, making sure that you're 6 feet apart from another parishioner. Same thing goes to Catholics. We want to making sure social distance 6 feet between each parishioner. Same thing with Jewish people who go to a synagogue. And so this is the update today. Again, American is, I believe, in peace. A peaceful transfer of power is a hallmark of America. But what happened in Washington on Wednesday, that's wrong. And we'll hope that, the next president will address the other people. And if it really goes out of hand, our friends, our allies, the UK, could, and, if they would do everything that's possible to protect our nation and help us sustain democracy in our nation. And, but we believe in democracy, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and peace. And I think that's what it is today.